This video is going to show you how to weave in your ends. So when you have finished a project, you're going to have a few yarn ends that are just hanging down, definitely at the start and the end. And if it's a big project, some places where you had to just add more yarn are still going to have some yarn hanging down. So when you guys have knit your stitch sampler, your knit stitch sampler, you're going to have these two ends, and they are going to happen on this pattern of stitch, which is called stockinette stitch. Stockinette stitch is where all the stitches on one side, this is the right side, the side facing me, these are all the knit stitches. So when you knitted this section, what you actually did was every time you were looking at this side, you did knit stitches. And every time you were looking at this side, the wrong side, you did purl stitches. So you see how on the stockinette side, it's all the flat side of the stitch. On the wrong side, we just call this side the reverse stockinette pattern. It's all the bumps on the stitches. When you weave in an end, you want to put it on the wrong side so that it doesn't show on your finished project. So first of all, you need a tapestry needle, or just a needle with a really big opening so you can get yarn in there. Okay. And you're going to fold over your yarn and put that fold through the eye of the needle. And tug it on through. You don't have to tie any knots or anything. Okay. Then you're going to go and you're going to look at the wrong side of the fabric. So the wrong side, the side with all the bumps on stockinette. Now when you look at that, you can see that the yarn in it has all these little curves, like that. So there's curves that go up and down, kind of like an umbrella, and there's curves that go kind of down and up, sort of like a smile. You are going to try to match those curves. So I'm going to put this yarn in right at the same places where this little smile goes. So this smile starts here and goes through here. And I'm going to go through this one loop, up through this loop, and up through the next loop, so I can follow that smile. Now, my yarn is coming out where this sort of like umbrella shape comes out. So I'm going to follow that umbrella shape and go back down and down through two loops and pull it through. Now again, I'm pointed where this little smile is coming down. So I'm going to go up through one and up through the next one. And then I'm going to follow the next sort of umbrella and go down and down. So when you're weaving ends, you're always just going through two loops at a time, and you're just trying to follow the curve of the yarn that is already there. You only have to do this about 6 times, and it's going to be secure enough that it is not going to come out on its own. So I'm going to do this all the way across. See, go up there, all the way across the edge of my knit piece, and then I am going to be done. Okay, and then whatever is left, once you've woven it in about 6 times, so you can see it's kind of thick on the wrong side where I have woven in this end. When I flip it over and look at it on the right side, you don't see any difference at all. And it's still nice and stretchy. Okay, and when you're done, you can just snip your yarn off really close to the end. There you go.